everyone. Welcome to Spilling the Tea with Susie. I am Susie, and today my guest is Casey Nickerson. I am so excited. She is our favorite denim painter herself. Welcome, Casey. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everyone in chat. Hello, friends. Oh my goodness. So many friends in chat. Hello, everyone. Let me bring my microphone a bit closer. Hi everyone, are you guys ready to spill some tea? Let's actually open up the questions because I am slacking. I was late to my own stream, y'all. Let's just say hi to you in chat. You're in chat as well. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay, are you excited?
Yes, it's so funny because I've been thinking about this for so long, just because I have a very active brain at night, and so sometimes just to help me calm down, I'll just imagine myself on here.
Oh my gosh.
That's just that's just how I kind of process things sometimes. And I'll just imagine being asked questions on the stream. I don't know why.
That's literally so fun. Man, I hope that we can live up to the hype. You're gonna be like, man, that just wasn't as good as what I imagined. Oh my goodness. Yay, another active nighttime brain. Yes, don't we all? Oh my goodness. Okay, so first things first, we have some questions that we have to ask, everyone. So, first of all, how did you get introduced to the Nancy Drew games?
So basically, I don't really know when exactly it started, but Nancy Drew as a whole has just been a part of my life forever.
Yeah.
But my sister's the one who introduced them to me, and I think the first game I played was Ransom of the Seven Ships, which I would not recommend that to be a first game for anybody else. But I was a kid and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it set the bar low. So
yeah. You're like, it can only go up from here.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh my goodness. So how old were you when you started playing?
I can't remember exactly, but I think I was around 8 or 9 because for whatever reason, I have some distinct memory of being so proud of myself for being able to play the games because the ESRB was 10 and up, but I was a little bit younger than that. So I was oh, I finished the games and now I'm younger than 10.
She said, I'm better than you guys. That's so great. I love it. Oh my word. Hello, friends, what I'd miss? Oh, let's see. All that you missed was some hellos, and this is Casey, and that her first game was Ransom of the Seven Ships. Okay, so next question is, which game is your favorite game?
Oh gosh, that's so hard because I don't know, they're just so good.
I know.
For a while, I said The Captive Curse.
Okay.
Because I feel it's just it's hard to explain, but it's a really good difficulty level. It's not super, super hard, but it's not too easy. There's no puzzles or anything.
Yeah.
But you can definitely beat it without having to look up spoilers for everything.
Yeah.
And also the characters and the music and the environment also are really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, I'd probably go with that one, but there's so many other ones I just really, really like.
Yeah. Do you have like a top 3 or a top 5, do you feel like?
Not off the top of my head necessarily, but I also really like C and Last Train and
some good ones.
Ghost Dogs. I don't know, it's just kind of a mix of different eras.
Yeah.
And then obviously the ones I grew up playing are also super nostalgic for me, so those are a lot higher than they probably would be.
Yeah. Which ones would those be? Would like in a certain era or?
Yeah, so whenever I was introduced to them, I was mostly playing them in that middle era, kind of the we only had about 3 or so games whenever I was growing up. So we had Ice and Venice and Ran. And those are basically the only games I had. Those are my only options,
Oh, word.
unless I wanted to bring, unless I wanted to borrow them from like my cousins because like they had all of them like on a disc.
Yeah.
So I just replayed those a ton growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so those are
Those
all
are
very nostalgic for
those
me.
are good ones though. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, like Ice is in particular a really replayable one, or at least it is in my opinion.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
I really enjoyed that one, but I don't know. I haven't played it in a while. Although
Yeah.
I'm sure more cousins
Yeah.
probably do.
Are you like have you've played all the games, right?
Um, I've played all of them except for I think Stay Tuned for Danger,
Okay.
the original Secrets Can Kill,
Hmm.
and Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Oh.
I think those are the only ones I haven't played.
Oh my goodness, how'd you miss that one?
I don't like scary stuff. Like it was super scary stuff. Like Goth is like the scariest I can handle,
Okay.
and I would play Shadow at the Water's Edge because it looks fun, and I think I would like the puzzles.
Yeah.
But I watched Argo Funk's video walkthrough of that when I was like a kid, and it like traumatized me.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
like,
no. Okay, but like okay. So, if you were to like know if there were going to be jump scares, would do you think you'd be able to do it?
I don't think so because like I've gone to different people's like streams of it and stuff, and then like it'll feel fine kind of like during the stream, and I'll be like, oh, like okay, I know this is like something's about to happen,
Yeah.
so then like I'll like mute it or like I'll look away or
Hmm.
something. But then like after the stream is over, like I just feel kind of like on edge.
Yeah. That's it.
So I'm just like,
You don't have to do anything. Like, yeah, you
yeah.
can totally skip one. Um there's wait, I had to switch over to my tablet. Which game were we talking about? We're talking about Shadows at the Water's Edge. Saw's brutal first time playing, but I do think once you've been through it, a lot of the scares are easier to handle, but we all need to know what our line of comfort is. Yeah, exactly, Tori. Like, because I feel like that's probably the scariest game that Her Interactive has ever made, I would say.
Mhm.
And like in my opinion, and I'm a self-proclaimed wimp. Like I don't do scary at all. I can handle that game, thankfully. But it's so funny though because and this is this is not going to endear the game to you at all. But I have this friend who played Shadows at the Water's Edge, and there's one particular scene with a particular jump scare that was particularly terrifying that I'm just gonna leave it at that that scared her so badly that she has been watching like horror movies and stuff ever since, trying to find something that would scare her more, and she hasn't found it. And I think that's incredible because I don't do scary, but that game didn't bother me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I was a kid and like I got super scared as a kid, like pretty easily,
Yeah.
which I still kind of get scared pretty easily now.
Mm-hmm.
But just like oh my gosh, seeing that scene, like I would have got nightmares. Like I would get nightmares with the ghost from that
Yeah.
game. Like it was
Yeah.
like so
Oh my
terrifying.
word. Yeah, well once you've like finished the game and you know like what's happening, it definitely makes it easier. It definitely does because then you like have the knowledge, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember when I played that game for the first time with my sister, that was like 10 years ago, I think, that this game came out. My sister screamed. And like I was like, Abigail. So, no, it's so funny. Like, yeah, you absolutely don't have to play that game. I feel like Ghost of Thornton Hall came close, but Ghost of Thornton Hall is scary in like a beautiful way, whereas like Shadows at the Water's Edge is scary in like a terrifying way.
Yeah, I feel like Ghost of Thornton Hall is like a little bit more dark, and
Yeah.
then also like whenever you do see the ghost, I think there's something about it being more like faint, almost kind of
Mm-hmm.
like a projector sort of like hologram sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think that makes it seem not as real,
Yeah.
but then like with Saw the ghost is like animated just like a physical character would be.
Yeah.
So it looks way more realistic than in a way than Charlotte would.
Yeah. I think that some of the scenes from like the cut scenes and the jump scares from Saw are like straight out of a horror movie.
Mm.
So, yeah. You have a feeling Key will have some intense stuff? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We might be running away from a night and,
That
using
would be
that
awesome,
sprint
honestly.
feature. Oh my goodness. That's going to be fun to find out. I'm really excited about that. See if
Mhm.
it's a scary one or not. I mean, Midnight in Salem was not scary. So, I
Yeah, I was
wonder.
surprised about that because I played it to see if it would like work on my computer because I wanted to get an idea of like how Key would work.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was gonna be a lot scarier, but I think I was out of the room like just by accident for one of like the jump scare scenes.
Yeah.
And then like there's one of the scenes towards the end that was supposed to be scary that like I think it's just because of the animation, like I couldn't really see, like get to see more like
Mm.
glitches. Um
Oh, I think it was supposed to be like that.
it might have been, I wasn't sure.
If I'm thinking of the scene that you're thinking of when you're like in
It's
the
at the end of
tunnels,
the game, yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah, I
actually
wasn't sure if it was
think,
supposed to be like that or if it was supposed to be like more like in your face.
yeah, I feel like it was
So
supposed to be kind of glitchy. Like I feel like that was
it might have
supposed
been.
to be like I remember me and my sister talking about this when we first played it, which was 5 years ago. But I feel like we were talking about how we actually kind of liked that because it seemed kind of like at some points when it first started, you were like, am I going crazy? Am I seeing things?
Mhm.
Like I feel like I remember liking that, but I haven't gotten. I think I'm like halfway, or maybe not even halfway in my playthrough right now. I'm trying to do it before Key comes out. I don't know if I can do it, but because like I only have played it that one time, but I feel like I remember liking that. I don't know. I have to go back and see it again.
Yeah, I mean, I'll always take like the less scary, like
Yeah.
less scary than Shadow of the Water's Edge. So,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. For sure. Man, we went on such a tangent there. Okay, so what was that? That was favorite game. Do you have a least favorite game?
yes.
Tell me.
Um, I can't stand Shattered Medallion.
All right. Tell us
It's
why.
just, it's so confusing because like I don't know the weird like alien subplot. Like I feel like they needed to make it just about that, or maybe make like the reality show about aliens in a way, like have like the aliens be part of the theme.
Yeah.
And then the culprit was horrible. Like the excuse is 10 times worse than because I can. It's so terrible.
Yeah.
Um, and oh my goodness, what else was it? Like I feel like the whole like reality TV setup could have been used a little bit more differently. Like if they had changed a little bit about what do you call it, like the navigation sort of.
Mhm.
Like I think it would have been cool to have a couple of puzzles like with that bird's eye view kind of
Mm.
perspective, like you get in Hop and Haunting a Castle.
Yeah.
um, so like maybe if the kayak race, like if it was
Mm.
like Nancy's kayak and then maybe some other kayaks they could actually see.
Like versus,
Um,
yeah, that would have been cool.
hmm or even just like other puzzles in general. I feel like
Yeah.
they could have done that part a little bit better.
Yeah.
Um, and it would have been nice if like it was just a sabotage mystery,
Mm.
not the like alien quest thing.
I like that.
So,
Okay, so I don't hate that game. That is my hottest take, I think, is that I actually kind of like Med. But I will say that if there was one thing, like if I had to choose one thing to fix about that game, it wouldn't even be the dialogue. I'm sorry everyone in the chat who's saying like the rating is a hot mess. I would change because I am obsessed with the show Survivor. I would
yes.
want the gameplay to be a bit more like challenging rather than
Hmm.
let's just like chill on this big old rock and we're going to gain points still anyway even though we're not doing anything, like I was waiting
Yeah.
for it to be more like the Amazing Race or like Survivor, and it wasn't.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. And like I feel like Survivor has so many different puzzles, or like so many different challenges. Like they definitely could have somehow incorporated that. Like
Yeah.
they've got a lot of slider puzzles. Like there was
Yeah.
one puzzle where like they're having to solve a slider puzzle, but like it's like super huge and they're
Yeah.
like swimming in the water or
Mm-hmm.
something.
You have to like
So like I don't
run
know.
an
I feel like
obstacle
there's so
course,
many different challenges.
get the
Yeah.
key, get the pieces, bring the pieces back. They're huge. You have to pick one at a time. Then you have to make the slider puzzle and you have to have 3 people doing it and one person's calling it. Like, how
Hmm.
cool would that have been?
Yeah. That's just
Yes.
like that's just the thing that was kind of disappointing. It's
Yeah.
just that like the whole like game show aspect of it just was kind of underutilized.
Yeah. You know what my very favorite part of that game is, though?
I don't think I could guess.
Okay, I'm actually not talking about Sunny June. I'm actually not. You people are gonna be so surprised. My favorite part about that game, besides Sunny June, because you know I love him, is the confessional booth and how you can hear
Yeah,
everyone's
that was really
confessionals.
funny.
I
It's
love
been
the
a while
old
since I've
man.
listened to it.
Oh my gosh, do you remember the old man?
I don't remember. I think I just remember like I remember one of the contestants being like super upset, like oh I quit my job as a chef or something for this show or
That's why
like
she's like crying. She's like, "Does anyone need a personal chef? I'm really
yeah.
good."
Yeah, I remember that part.
Oh my gosh. No, I
But
love, love, love the guy. He says, I'm 86 years young. And then he talks about how his grandson, he says, is this show gonna be on streaming? My grandson loves streaming. Grandpa, he says, I love to stream things. I love him so much. And like me and my sister were always quoting him because he would say about his grandson, he'd be like, Grandpa, I love to stream things, and I love my very long skateboard. And we would always say that because we like skateboard. And so we said that line so many times to each other, but like those confessionals are so good. Yes, good confessional love in the chat. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Okay, we have to ask the question. I hope you're prepared.
goodness.
What game is your aesthetic?
So I feel like I've kind of got like multiple answers ish.
Okay.
I really like ghost dogs. Like just that environment. I just like I really enjoy it, and I feel like I don't know, all my clothes just kind of match the characters. um, some of them, at least Emily, mostly.
Yeah.
But then also like she's got like that antique store kind of, and like I love going to antique stores.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also love the secret room in Deadly Device. Like I love that room. It's like so pretty, like the blue and like the golds and like the dark wood. Like I don't know, it's just so pretty and like I don't know. I feel like if I ever like got to decorate my room like however I wanted to, like it would just be some like weird hybrid of like so many different things.
That's great. It's gonna be blue and gold, and there's gonna be lots of plaid. And
Lots of
antiques. I love it. You saying since Key trailer release that it's now my aesthetic. Oh, Tori, does that mean I need to interview you again? Oh my word. Okay. I'm trying to think of the other questions I have to ask everybody. I want to like get these out of the way because sometimes I forget to ask people, and I've been the worst about that lately. I don't remember. Anyway, let's maybe come back. I have had no time today, so I didn't write down a single thing. I'm just going from the top of my head and then what people have sent me. So here we go.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. So would you rather fight 10 sentient Nancy Drew jean jackets or 1 Joe Hardy in a jean jacket?
Okay, so I've got one of my jean jackets or Joe, just Joe. Okay.
You're gonna fight Joe?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, okay, so if it's a sentient jean jacket,
But there's
do
10.
the icons like?
There's 10
Oh yeah,
sentient
10 of
jean
them. Okay,
jackets.
so
Yeah.
does the icon on the jean jackets, like, is it able to do stuff? So like
I
on my
hope
Nancy
not.
Drew jacket, there's the Alibi and Ashes logo. So does that mean that it
There's,
can
like,
like shoot fire at me?
Fire. Oh gosh.
Or-
No, I hope not. I would say I would say no. It's not specified, but I'm going to make up the rules. I would say no. I think it's just jean jackets, but since they're sentient, I imagine they can, like, swing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Joe because I can definitely defeat Joe, and I think he probably wouldn't even want to fight. I could probably just ask him if he wants to go get food, and he'll be like, "Cool."
Yeah, literally. And then when he turns his back, you whack him with a jean jacket.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Fight one. Tori says, distract Joe with a cheeseburger, win easily. And Iris says, Joe would go down instantly. Sentient jean jackets sound like an actual nightmare. I can, like, imagine, like, I feel like I've seen, like, Disney cartoons or something where, like, objects come to life, you know, like a like a Sleeping Beauty type thing where, like, the mop starts walking, you know, like, it would be kind of like that, and the jacket just, like, starts swinging at you.
Yeah, I think I would lose to 10 jackets. I'd
so
probably lose to Joe if he would actually be willing to fight, but he's not that kind of person.
She's like, I could take Joe. Okay, keep, burn, sell. You know how this works. The cafe from Key, the Hot Kettle Cafe, or the 10 Raven Pub.
I'm gonna keep the Hot Kettle Cafe, and I'm gonna burn the 10 Raven just because we don't get to go inside it, and it looks almost the exact same as the Screaming Banshee.
Yeah.
And I'm selling the cafe and key.
Yeah. I feel like that is the correct answer. So good job. You win. Oh, here's another fun one. Road trip. Who has the ox snacks and map? Your options are Prudence Rutherford, Fatima, and Alexi.
Oh my gosh. Options. Okay. So I guess Fatima's gonna get the snacks because she has the taffy shop.
I mean, valid.
And oh my gosh, is it? I'm blanking. Prudence, I guess, would get the ox because I don't trust her to drive. So Alexi's getting the map.
There you go. I feel like he would be a trusty map holder. Yeah. Oh, Iris says Prudence has mad snack money.
That's true.
That is true.
That is true.
Alexi would be good at maps. I know, right? He is a faithful map reader, I bet. I feel like my music got way too low. Let me turn this up a bit. You guys can't hear a dang thing. Okay. Should we take a little game break?
Oh goodness, why not?
Should we spin some wheels? Okay, since you're my guest, I'll let you choose. Would you like to play FMK? Or would you like to do a blind ranking? Or I also have the brand new booty wheel.
I still can't believe you made that. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. I guess we can start with FMK.
Okay. What would you like to do? Would you like to do all the characters, just the guys, or just the girls?
Just the guys.
Okay, let's do it. I love that wheel. All right, let's go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, spinning. And remember, this is not blind. You do not have to start immediately. Not the booty wheel. Tori. Okay, your first option is, wow, that was loud. Your first option is KJ Paris.
Oh my goodness.
Who is
okay.
Kind of a deep dive.
Top guy.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay, Alejandro Del Rio.
Ooh.
That's a good option there. Oh, we were so close to greatness. Dwayne Powers.
No. Okay.
We were one away from having Dylan Carter.
Okay, but here's the thing. I cannot win in a fight against Dwayne. There's no chance. I have no chance against that psychopath.
Oh my word.
So just because I don't want to die, so I'm gonna have to quiz Dwayne because I can't beat him in a fight.
Sure you could.
And I don't think I could. I'm a pretty weak person.
Just get a baseball bat.
Even me fighting Joe would be kind of a hard fight. So I think I'm just gonna have to maybe fight Paris, marry Alejandro, and then I guess kiss Dwayne. But I don't know. I can't beat him in a fight. So unless like I got some sort of like super strength temporarily, then I could fight Dwayne.
Maybe you and Alejandro, because you've married him, can fight him together.
He can fight him for me.
And you can kiss KJ Paris, who can then be his parole officer. Or as Maggie says, I'm gonna fight Dwayne Powers. I believe in myself. Okay, entertain the folks for a moment because Salem was redeemed and I have to go find him.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Tor, did you redeem the wheel?
Here you go.
I say that. He's so cute.
There you go. Here's your Salem. Oh, he was sleeping peacefully. I bet he would hole punch now. Should I try? Hey, Salem. Salem, do you wanna bite through this delicious cardboard? Do you wanna take a little tasty taste?
Wait, has he been eating the cardboard?
No, so the other night I was streaming and my husband came through and he happened to like look over at the shelf and he saw that there were some like punctures in one of his books and he was like, "What happened here?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Salem because Salem likes to pretend he's a stapler. Like he just like chomps down on things." Like I can actually show you an example. This is my spilling the tea notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And where is it? This is what he does.
Oh,
he just like he staples. So we've been trying so hard to get him to staple on a stream. Hole punch, that's it, yes. Yeah. So that's what that is. But he doesn't seem to like to do it on command. He looks real chill. He was not happy. I woke him up in order to bring him here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let's do some more questions. Where should Nancy go next?
Oh. I think it'd be really cool if she went somewhere in like South America.
Ooh.
Like maybe like Brazil or Peru, maybe.
That would be cool.
Because there was like a Nancy Drew book where I think she went to Peru. I can't remember which one it was.
That would be cool.
But
I want to see her go anywhere and do anything. I just want more games. What inspires you to make Nancy Drew themed art?
Oh, that's hard. I mean, I really wasn't sure. Like, I've always kind of liked art, which I've never really felt like I've been that great at it. But I've always liked, like, just kind of like drawing or painting, that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. It's just like I just kind of like combined that with like Nancy Drew, like whatever way I could. And
Yeah.
definitely whenever I started my account, like I did not intend for it to be like a Nancy Drew art account.
Yeah.
Like I had like just gotten Instagram and I was like, oh, like I'll make a Nancy Drew account, and I just was trying to think of what I could post just to start out with. So I was like, oh, I'll post this Poppy Donna thing or whatever it was I
Yeah.
first posted. So and it just kind of turned into an art account. But
Yeah, well, it's really good. I mean, we all love your stuff, like the pumpkins that
thank
you
you.
did that we were all obsessed with, and I mean, obviously your jackets, like we love it. We love to see it.
Thank you.
Yeah, You're- like you say, oh, I never thought I was really that good, but like, I mean, it seems pretty good to me. A lot of people, I'm sure, would like not know the first thing to like paint, you know. So,
Yeah, it's kind of hard because like I'll just have to kind of like see something and
mhm.
then like I'll get maybe write it down and then try to do it later, but sometimes I also completely forget about it.
Yeah,
Um yeah.
yeah. Hannah says the paintings are very good. So there you go. There you
Thank
go.
you.
Thank you. What is your favorite art medium?
I mean I haven't really experimented too much with it. So right now I'm just using like acrylic paint. That's
Mm,
mostly what I do.
yeah.
Um so probably just that, but I tried using watercolor one time,
Mm.
but I don't know if it was like the paper that I had or what, but like it just like really messed up what I was trying to do.
Watercolor's
So I
hard.
haven't touched it since. But it was also like really cheap watercolor, so like it's not like it was like super high quality or anything.
That's not easy to do, I'm not
But
gonna lie.
mm,
Yeah, like, I mean, I've been an artist for a very long time, and I am not a watercolor. Watercolors are not easy. Or at least
yeah, and
maybe
also
not so.
like I feel like art stuff is like so expensive. Like
Mm.
I don't really like try anything new just because I'm like a little bit hesitant about it. So the only time I've tried to use like other things, like I think Hannah mentioned, like pastels, the
Mm-hmm.
only time I've ever used stuff like that has been like in elementary school
Yeah.
or just
Yeah.
like the school in general. But
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. It is really difficult, expensive to maintain hobbies as a bigger person when money is tight and needs to go to other places. Yeah,
mhm.
so I totally get it. But let's see what else we got for you. What has been your favorite thing to paint on?
I have not painted on denim before like I started the Nancy Drew account, but it is a
Really?
lot of fun. I don't
Do-
know. No, I just was drawing on like paper or like I've painted on canvases and stuff. But then like I don't even remember how I got the idea for it, but I was just like, oh, like I should paint a jacket
yeah,
to look like my phone case. And then now I just like kind of have an obsession with like wanting to paint denim. Like
yeah.
I don't know, because like I made I'm like working on this second jacket, and then like I was rewatching Hannah Montana, and like in that first episode, one of the characters is wearing painted jeans, and I was
Oh,
like, I need to make painted jeans.
oh my gosh, you have to do that.
I know,
Paint on everything.
I don't know, it might be a bit of a problem, but I need.
It's not a problem. We love to see it. Oh my gosh. Hannah says, we just need cheaper hobbies. Cloud watching, bug collecting. But like, painting is so much more fun. Oh man, I can't believe you've never painted on denim before this. Like, it's, I don't know. I
No,
thought you were an expert.
no, it's like it was definitely like kind of like a learning curve because I had assumed that like oh I'll just like grab a pencil and like I'll just like draw out whatever I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But I learned very quickly you cannot see pencil marks on denim very easily. Um, so I did, I think for the first jacket, I made like stencils just so I could get like the basic outline of
Mm-hmm.
it. And then I took the pencil so I could just draw over the paint
Yeah.
and then finish it like
I
I
gotcha.
usually would.
Have you ever considered chalk?
I've used chalk as a kid. like like chalk paint or
No,
like
like chalk, like a piece of chalk, and then you could mark on denim. I bet.
oh
Yeah.
no. I'm gonna have to think of that. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to write that down.
Yeah. I had like a sewing kit and it came with a chalk, like, and it was like this long, and it was like a thin long thing, and it had like a lid on it, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And I would like take off my little lid, and I would chalk my lines on my fabric, and then put it back, and I thought it was the coolest thing with my chalk. But like, I feel like that would work.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, that would be, there you go. That's my art major tip for you. Let's see. What's your next question? What are you most excited about Mystery of the Seven Keys?
It all looks like super, super good, but I think I'm mostly just excited for like the experience of it because as a kid, like I got in such a bad habit of just watching like walkthroughs for all of the games instead of actually like playing them on my own first.
Oh yeah.
Because like I said, we only had like those 3 games, and so watching the walkthroughs was my kind of way of like playing them, even though I couldn't play them sort of. So like every time there was like a game that like my sister or like my cousins might like would want to play, and like they would ask me if I wanted to play it, like they would ask me like, oh, have you already seen the walkthrough for this one yet? So then I'm like, yeah, and then I couldn't say anything. So the only other game that I've gotten to play like without knowing what happens is Sea of Darkness. So, and like that was like a really exciting experience because I was like, hey, I'm actually like, I don't know what's gonna happen in this one. So I'm definitely excited to like go into a key like pretty much blind and like not really knowing like what's gonna happen like that. I think that experience is gonna be really fun.
For sure. So your laptop will play it, right?
I hope so. It played mid, and it didn't like glitch out on me or like shut down or anything. It didn't seem super laggy.
Good.
So
I remember you were having trouble for a while.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like I was getting the games off of Steam, and it was like most of them, except for anything after Alibi and Ashes, was like flashing. Like a ton. Like it looked like my computer was having a seizure or something.
Oh, not
like,
fun.
So I don't know. I don't know what was wrong. I didn't really feel like trying to get it fixed because I have an old computer that has all the Steam games on them. That one's just fine. So I was like, I'm not gonna like break my neck trying to figure this out.
Valid. Yeah. All right. So we have had a blind ranking redeemed. What would you like to rank?
So what are the options again?
You could rank from all the characters, just the men, just the women. You could rank the games, or you could rank booties.
I'll start with all the characters.
Okay, let's do it. You want to rank the booties? I'm kidding. I know that is not for everybody.
Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the word for it, but I don't know what qualifies as like a good booty.
That's a really good question. It's a really good question, and I don't know how to answer that. But unfortunately, I have become.
But if somebody wants
branded.
me to do the booty wheel, I would.
Maggie says, "Where's Liv when you need her?" Oh my word. Yeah, no. I have accidentally become branded as the Nancy Drew character Booty Girl, so I have to offer it. Okay, let's spin this wheel. And this wheel has a lot of people on it, so this is going to be a really interesting one. Okay, starting off strong with Mrs. Drake.
Oh, I don't know. She's kind of fun. I don't know. I'm not sure how she would feel about me. I don't think she'd mind because I would probably wouldn't bother her too much.
Yeah.
She's happy with her plants. I don't know, maybe 3.
Yeah? Okay. For those in chat, if you want to play along, just recall that 1 is the highest and 5 is the lowest, and you cannot know what comes next.
I'm gonna write this down so I don't lose track of where I put it.
It's a good idea. Sometimes I'm like, have I done all of the spins? Or like, where am I? Really ought to be writing that down. Okay, Xenia.
She's a good character. I'll put her 2.
Okay.
I definitely like her more than Mrs. Drake, but I've gotta save number 1.
Yeah. What are we doing? Just got back. My computer died. Oh no, Hannah. We are blind ranking characters randomly. Okay. Character number 3. Lucas.
1. I love Lucas. Lucas is amazing.
This is the only time that Lucas will ever get number 1.
Oh, really?
Nobody else would react like that.
No, I love him. He's so funny.
He's so funny. He's so
kind of
cute.
relatable.
Oh, he's so cute and funny.
I would
love it. Okay, so you have 4 and 5 left.
Okay.
Which is a good place to be, because a lot of people end up with, like, just number 1, and then they end up getting, like, a literal murderer. Okay. This is an obscure one. Addison Hammond.
Oh, yeah. I guess 4. I mean, she's nice, but I feel like I don't know. I haven't played golf that many times, like, I don't really have much of an opinion of her.
Yeah. Maggie just put her at number 1. She says, I don't trust the wheel. All right, so your number 5, which is going to be decided for you, is... Addison and I agree on spiders. Oh my god.
Please don't be...
The booty vendor.
Wait, is it Oh my god.
I'm sorry. When I added her to the wheel, I forgot her name.
I mean, I don't think you were talking about.
I'm sorry. What?
You good?
Yes.
Booty vendor?
Yes. Your least favorite vendor, TBH? Yeah, it's because she's so rough. She's just like, bonjour. And you're like, are you
Booty
okay?
vendor, what is that?
She vends booties? No, I'm kidding. She is
Prostitute?
No! She is, like a street vendor. You know, like she has like a booth in a park in Paris in one of the games. But she, like, has her back to you the entire time, and she has a giant butt.
Still not as bad as you talking about the guy with the really nice butt, but okay. Booty vendor to me sounds
What
like...
guy with a nice butt?
I don't remember.
I feel like I need to know what this was. When was I talking about a nice butt?
Booty vendor sounds like the world's oldest profession.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't it though? I mean,
I never thought of it that way.
I'm sorry, chat, but I'm also not. Bye.
What? Who was the nice butt? Was it a character?
Yes.
It had to have been. I wouldn't talk about anybody else's butt.
Was it Nick?
It's probably Nick Falcon, let's be real.
Yeah.
It's probably Nick Falcon. Okay. Moving on. I'm gonna leave Booty Vendor off. That's pretty freaking funny. Alright. Okay, where are my questions? Where did they go? Oh my gosh. Here we go. Okay, what is your next question? Which of the Nancy Drew game characters do you think you're most like?
Oh man, that's hard. Oh gosh. I don't know, like again, I feel like it's kind of like a mix of characters. I feel like maybe, I don't know, I kind of want to say, maybe like if Ryan was more introverted, or like, I don't know, because I feel like Ryan is sort of how I feel like in my brain.
Yeah.
But like whenever I'm out in like a social setting, like I'm like really like quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm very, very, very quiet.
Yeah.
So, I'm not really too sure. I would have to, like, think more about that. I don't
Yeah.
think I could pick somebody just, like, off the top of my head.
I
but-
mean, Ryan but introverted is a pretty good answer. Let's see. What's your next question? What Nancy Drew themed item are you most proud of making? This could be baking, a craft, painting, anything.
Oh, man. I'm gonna look
You've
through.
made a lot.
I would say, I know. I would say probably the jacket, just because, like, that took me, like, a really long time.
Yeah, and it was excellent.
Let me see. Oh, the bag. The bag was... I'm still not finished with that.
I forgot about the bag.
It's been such a long process. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I would probably say like either the bag or the jacket.
Yeah.
The bag is way more complicated than the jacket is, just because like how many details there are and just like how like a little bit like more complicated the scenes are, because like it's not like just like a smallish icon or
Yeah.
something that's like relatively simple. Like it's a pretty like detailed scene.
Yeah.
Like the one I'm working on right now is like the stakeout scene from Phantom of Venice.
Mm-hmm.
And that one has been such a pain because of like all of like the details and like the lighting differences. So
Oh my
I still
goodness,
gotta
I bet
get a bit
that's
more done
rough.
on that. Yeah, it's just like I'm just sitting there for like hours and my back like ends up hurting so much by the time I'm finished, because like I don't do it on a table, like I just have it on the ground and
Yeah.
like I'm just sitting on the floor like hunched over like trying to get everything. So like my back always hurts by the end of it.
Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes I get super achy, like, by the time I'm, like, halfway through streaming, and I'm just like, why am I like this? Do you have the bag, like, nearby? Could we see? You can say no.
I could run and go grab it. It's
If you
like
want
a room
to.
over. It's not-
Yeah, you're welcome to. I definitely am excited to see the bag, you guys. I like forgot that the bag existed, so I'm really excited to see it. Look at the painting in her background.
Alright,
It's
so I'm
pretty.
not too sure how it will show up on here, but yes. So
Ah, like
yes, I've got
it's
Manette.
gorgeous.
Trying to line this up right. But I've got Manette's like studio. I've got one of the underworld sets.
Mm-hmm.
Magnus's cabin. The speakeasy. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, we can see it's beautiful.
Because it's covering my face. So.
You're fine.
And then the speakeasy.
Oh my gosh.
And then the only part on the other side that I've kind of sort of finished is the Great Hall.
Ah,
And then the stakeout, which I still need to add like the stones and a statue, I think, to it. And then I'm debating about whether or not I want to try to add Nico's silhouette on it.
that is
And
stunning.
then after that, I've got 3 other scenes that I still need to do.
What scenes are you gonna do?
And so I don't think you can really quite tell, but I've got the like whenever you're leaving the cemetery in Legend of the Crystal Skull, like that fountain and like the house.
Yeah.
Like I've got that scene, and then I've got the Mayan temple from Secret of Scarlet Hand,
Mm-hmm.
and then the bottom one is going to be part of Shadow Ranch.
Excellent.
So I tried to kind of like combine them, like so like the darker scenes and then like some like warmer, brighter scenes kind of together, just to kind of like mesh a little bit well together.
Yeah.
And then my original idea for this, which depending like just considering how long it's taken me, like I'm not sure if I'll actually do this, but my original idea was to also paint on this part of it,
Yeah.
and just paint like characters from the different games on like the side of it, but like the characters from the games that like I've already painted on this, so like Emily or Niobe or Minette or Shorty or something like that. But I'm not sure if I'll do that because faces are really hard,
Yeah.
and this bag's already taking me super, super long.
Yeah.
So
When did you start that?
I don't even remember. I feel like I looked at this like a long time ago. And I posted a picture with like the day that I got the bag. But then like I'm not sure like if I started working on it like right away or if I like waited a couple weeks or so.
It's really pretty.
I got the bag back in August.
Okay.
So I probably started working on it like any time between like August and like the next month.
Yeah.
Man. So I've been working on it for a while, just kind of like off and on.
It's so pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did a great job. Like, those scenes are so beautiful. It's very inspiring. I know that I, for one, want to get out some paint and find a bag to paint on now.
Yeah. I've been meaning, like, I got another bag, like, it's just like a small one, like one of those little, like, toiletries kind of bags. And I want to paint, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but that meme that Cameron made, it was like if Shorty made like what do you call it? Like hair products or something like that.
Oh my gosh, of course I remember that.
And it was like that here's hydration. I want to paint that on the back.
Please do.
So I just need to like iron it out and then draw.
Oh my gosh, that was so freaking funny. Man, I forgot about that, but I remember that
I
very well.
don't remember how it started.
I remember like cackling.
Morgan probably inspired him to do it.
I think so. I feel like she said she had a dream, and then...
Yeah, I think that was it.
Oh, look. There's just a lightning bug on my desk. Hello. What can I do for you? Go away. Go. Leave me alone. Okay, anyway, so
lightning bug
back to questions. Anyway, so the next question, this one made me giggle. The next question is, are you married?
Whoa, really? Okay, that's actually kind of hilarious because I've never even had a boyfriend before. So,
I was like, well, she's kind of young. And then
that's very funny.
I know, isn't that funny? The next question is, any pets?
No, we didn't, because my brother is allergic to cats, so we couldn't have any cats growing up. And my mom was always kind of like skittish around dogs, and also they're just really expensive, so we never got a dog. Yeah. So the only pets I ever kind of grew up with like were fish, but so not pets, but
I like fish. I have a fish
maybe one day.
Right there. Whenever you see color on my face when I'm streaming, you guys, it's because the fish tank has changed colors. I'm a big fish fan. What is your favorite season of the year?
I'd probably say fall, just because it's like in a really good in between. Like it's not super hot, but it's also like not always freezing, and it's better than winter because winter, at least where I'm from, is just like it's super cold and or not super cold, but like it's cold and it doesn't really snow all that often.
Yeah. Like
it's just a bunch of rain. So just like the cold mixed with the rain and then just like me really wanting snow. It's just like kind of sad, but
yeah.
So yeah, probably just fall because the leaves are so pretty.
You're from America, right?
Yeah.
Like South?
I'm not gonna say specifically.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like where in the world is it like cold but not snowy in winter?
Well, I mean, I probably didn't explain it that well. Like that's probably not very accurate. But
that's okay.
Basically, just the weather here is just it does what it wants.
Yeah, that's funny. What is your next question? I also like fall. Fall is a good season.
Which actually, that's kind of, you know where I live, technically.
Do I? Oh, wait, I have
Because
totally...
I've ordered from your store before.
You have ordered from my store. I do not retain this information. Like, people...
Oh, no, it's...
People order from me, and I'm just like, wait, what was your name again? Like, like, people have, like, their real name when they order from me, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Or, like, they're like, you should know where I live, and I'm like, I guess I could. I guess I could know if I, like, looked you up. I probably could find out. But I never retain that information. Like, it's just not something that I even really look at. Because, like, Etsy does it all for me. So, like, I push purchase on the shipping label, and then I push print, and then I put it onto my envelope, and, like, I don't have to type anything. I don't look at anything. Like, I literally do not retain the information. So, yeah, I've had a lot of people from the Clue Crew be like, you should know where I am, and I'm like, that's expecting a lot of me. Okay, let's see, what's our next question. What game are you currently playing?
I started Secrets Can Kill Remastered before, like, during, like, the key live stream. Because I was like, oh, like, it would be kind of fun to, like, just play the first game before we're about to see the trailer for the newest game. But, like, I've already played it and finished it before, so, like, I haven't gone back to play it yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure which one I'm gonna play next, but I was thinking about Warnings at Waverly Academy, because I was watching Hannah stream on it, and I was like, I could go for this.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's one of my faves. One of my top 3. Do you have a favorite board game?
I really love Clue. Clue was super fun.
It's a good one.
I'd say probably Clue or Catan, but I haven't played that one in a really long time. So
maybe it's time for a board game night.
That would be fun. If I could get enough people to actually want to do it.
Thank you. Booty vendor is still up. Thank you. Husband just brought me a snack. Thanks, babe. Looks good. Let's see. Ooh, that cookie smells good. Okay. Oh wait, we had a blind ranking redeemed. She says I need to get booty vendor off the screen. Game wheel. Clue is so good. Okay, I'm sorry. You could have just said close booty vendor. Okay, game wheel. Okay, so we're gonna be ranking games. This is always a good one. No, I need to leave these things up so that you guys spend all your points. Wait, I just opened the booty wheel, not the booty wheel. The game wheel, which is right next to the booty wheel, my bad. You have so many points, NBD. Oh, good. Aren't you a Snoopy Susie? Seems like you remember addresses. No, I'm sorry. That is expecting so much of me. No, you guys. I just play a Snoopy Susie on TV. All right. Blind ranking games. Everyone in chat, please play along if you feel so inclined. 5 being the worst, 1 being the best. You cannot know what's coming next. Okay. Secrets Can Kill Original. Which is like one of the games you haven't played, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's basically the same as Remastered, just with a couple of minor differences.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with 4 because it was more fun than I was expecting, but I think at least as far as the remaster goes, they definitely could have done a lot more with it. But the original is also pretty cool, so I'm just gonna put it at 4.
It's a solid 4. Go so fast. Okay, Secret of the Old Clock.
I think I'm gonna put it at 3 because it's not my favorite game, but like it's got some nice vibes. Like if I get like in the mood for just kind of like a chill game that like I'm not gonna have to like think super hardly about, then like it's a pretty good game. And like I like the 1930s aspect, and like I love delivering all the telegrams.
Yeah. Some people hate that.
It's a pretty fun game. It's just like a very chill, like vibes kind of a game.
What's next? Curse of Blackmore Manor.
Well, I can't put it any lower than the other two. But it's also not 1, so I'm just gonna put it at 2.
Okay.
It's a fun game.
You have really put yourself into a corner now because you have 1 and 5 left.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't get too unlucky, but the wheel's not trustworthy, so.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay.
You can't trust this wheel. Oh! Last train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Well, Mom, because it would be a crime to put it any lower than it'd be a crime to put it at 5.
It would be a crime. I would end this stream right now. And be like, okay, we're done with Casey, bye!
Just block.
Oh, Maggie only had 3 and 5 left, so she had to put it at 3. That hurts. That hurts. So now your number 5 is going to be Labyrinth of Lies.
No! Oh, I love Labyrinth of Lies. Dang it.
It's like, that one I feel like people are so divided on it. People either love it or hate it.
Yeah, there's a very small middle ground, but I personally love it just because I love all the puzzles and the characters, and the audio files are amazing.
Yes!
They're so funny.
I love those.
Like,
the characters are so beautiful.
Yes, they look amazing, and like the outfits, like the costumes look so cool looking. And I don't know, I would love it if, even if like I'm not in it or something like that, I would love to see somebody act out the audio file. I want somebody to do that so badly. It would just be so much fun.
I feel like there was talk of doing that. Didn't you say? I feel like you've said that before.
Yeah, I've mentioned it before.
Yeah, I think maybe you need to put it together.
I wish I could, but I just need to like, do better about like actually getting stuff like that done, because I still feel bad because I was planning to collab with you on a reel, and like you sent me all the videos, but like I never got my part of the videos done, and then like the trend died, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, I know. I remember that. I like sent you the videos for that like months ago.
I know. I'm sorry about
it's
that.
Okay.
It's just like I'll think of an idea, and then if I'm lucky, I'll actually do it. But then sometimes like I'll just like completely forget about it, or like I'll get a different idea at the same time, and I'm like, well, let's do this one first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that's so funny. No, it's totally okay.
But if the trend ever comes back, then I'll make it. Or maybe we'll make it come back just for that reel.
She's like, maybe we could just like make that. Like, have you guys ever heard of this trend? I swear it's new. You guys have never seen this trend before. We brought it. We brought it.
Came up with this.
Yeah, this is entirely us. We came up with this. Okay, wait. Was that was the end? That was the end of that. Okay, back to questions. What are you gonna try first for Key? The classic point and click or the modern free roam?
I think I might try to start off with the free roam, but because it's gonna be like the keyboard, I feel like that's gonna make it like a little bit harder for me. Because like anytime I've tried to use something with like the WASD controls, like I keep getting confused about like which way I'm going. So I'll probably try that out just because it would be like really cool to see a Nancy Drew in that kind of environment.
Yeah.
Or like that kind of way.
Yeah.
But then like if I end up getting a little bit too confused with that, then I'll probably just switch over to the point and click.
Yeah, I'm really excited to do both. I messaged the Nancy Drew PC Games Instagram when like Rue posted that poll, and she was like, which one are you gonna use, the point and click or the free roam? And I messaged and I was like, both? And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, I probably should have added a third option to be both. And I was like, I'm going to be like cackling like a mad woman, switching back and forth between them.
Yeah, because it said you can like switch back and forth like while you're still playing the game, right? Like you don't have to like move to the settings. Oh, that's cool.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm
that
so
would be
excited.
cool.
I am
I know I can
so...
just do point and click, and then if the knight comes after me, just switch to free roll.
Yeah. We're gonna get out of here. Yes, literally. You're gonna do one classic and then one free roam, probably. I think that's valid. I think we're probably all gonna need to do that. I think it's a good idea. I feel like there was a follow-up question that I had, and now I forget. But if it was important, I'll remember, so. Okay. What was that? Anyway.
It'll probably come to you at some random point.
It probably won't. What is one of your favorite designs that you've done on like your jacket or your tote or whatever?
On the most recent one I was doing, I loved the kangaroo. The kangaroo was so cute, turned out so cute.
Yeah.
So I'd say probably either that one or the Brigella mask, because I think I did a lot better on that one than I did with the original one. So I really liked those. I'm trying to think if there are any other ones. Oh, maybe I did a ghost dog, and I am usually really bad at animals. So, and that one, like, I didn't have, like, any kind of plan for it. I just was, like, kind of winging it. So I'm just happy that it turned out as good as it did.
Yeah.
So probably
That's
one of
awesome.
those.
I love that. That's really fun. Also, can I just like interject here and say how honored I am that you did a teacup?
Yeah. I mean, I had to. I was just like, I didn't want to do, because like with the pumpkin, like I was just kind of like doing like profile pictures. But then I was like, well, that seems like a little bit like, I don't know, like I just want to do more so like references, like not necessarily like specific people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna do like, you know, like basic clue references. So like if whenever people see this, they'll be like, oh yeah, like, this is a game from Susie, or like this is Susie's interviews, or like this is the marketing, or this, I don't know, just stuff like that.
Yeah. It turned out super cool, and I was so honored. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, which I hope you don't mind, but I was looking for references, and I was like, wait a second, like Susie has like a teacup sticker.
Yeah.
So like I just went on your store and I just like looked at the reference for that, and I was like,
yeah, go for it. Oh my goodness, that's so great. Yeah, I drew that because I was like, I really need to have, I've never had a like spilling the tea logo. It's always been like my face and the words spilling the tea with Susie. So I was like, I need to have like a spilling the tea like teacup. So one day, and I was thinking this like as I was making my Twitch emotes for the first time when I got monetized, and I was like, oh, I should have like a spilling the tea emote. So I just real quick like drew a teacup, and like there you go. And I've never used it for anything else. I was like, this can be like my new thing. Like I can put it in, I can do a and I've never done anything. But it's okay. It's okay. I made the sticker, and I think it's on a shirt or something. If anybody ever wants to buy it, but I don't know. I've never done anything with it. That's fine. Okay, I'm sorry. I got off track. How did you learn to paint?
I mean, I don't really feel like I learned. I just like
Have natural talent?
It was just something that I no, definitely not. It was just something that like I liked doing. I think the first time I remember like painting was either like just like for school. So I guess kind of like that, like just like art classes in school.
Yeah.
But then like I also remember like trying to do like canvas sort of paintings with like a different like video game series that I kind of got into for a little bit. So I don't know, there wasn't really a way like I just kind of learned. I just like honestly even still like I just like mix up the colors until like I'm satisfied with it, and then which is the nice thing about paint, because if you make a mistake, you can just use paint to cover it up.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
and it doesn't leave any like marks, like pencil, like it doesn't leave any marks or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
It's true. It is true. Are there any games in the Nancy Drew series that are overrated in your opinion?
oh. I would say probably Message in a Haunted Mansion. I know a lot of people love that one, but
Oh
I know it's probably pretty controversial.
no.
But I don't know. It just, I don't know. Just
Yeah.
it doesn't like. It's fine. Like it's not. It's definitely not a bad game. But it's also just like it's not my favorite. And then I would also, I don't know. I don't want to say Shadow the Water's Edge because I know I've got like that bias about me not really liking scary games. So
You're allowed.
yeah, I'd probably say Message in a Haunted Mansion, and then I'm not even gonna say. But I wish Final Scene had more puzzles
Okay.
because that would make it a little bit, because it kind of feels a little bit more of like a movie-ish sort of game.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly, the best way I can think about it, which this might be a hot take, but I feel like the final scene is like mid if it had like way better dialogue and characters, like because just in the sense that like it's a lot of dialogue in the final scene and there aren't that many puzzles. But like it's definitely a million times better than mid, but
I mean, everything is, but
so.
I have to say, Final Scene is in my bottom 10. So like, you're not like,
yeah, it ranks kind of low.
You're not alone. Like it's not my fave, but it's a good game. But like, yeah. That's how I feel about all of them, though. I'm always like, it's a good game, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, like none of the games are like really like horrible. Like I feel like I can find something I like in all of them.
Same.
So like even like the bad games aren't like that bad. Like they're not horrible games like it's a standalone thing or anything.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. There's not a game that I would point out and be like, this one sucks. I always try to like encourage people like in my Facebook group when people are posting and they're asking like, is this one worth it? I'm like, they're all worth it. They're just not all as amazing as like Sea of Darkness or Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon or some of the ones that are usually pretty top tier for pretty much everybody. Anyway, okay, we have more questions. You already answered that question. If you could solve a mystery with one character from the games outside of Nancy's immediate friends, who would it be?
Oh man, I feel like I'm looking on everybody.
Just like, what characters exist in this universe?
Yeah, I feel like because of the resources that they would have access to, I would say probably either Alec or Zoe would. Just because like I feel like they would have access to a lot of stuff that like most people wouldn't have access to, so I feel like they would be really useful.
I mean, that's totally valid. Zoe is a literal spy.
Yeah.
So like, she's probably a really good choice. And Alec is a pretty face, but he's also a skip tracer, so like he could find anybody. Yeah, that's good choices. Good choices.
Or I can just work with both of them.
I mean, why not put Por qué no las dos? Like,
yeah.
Let's go. What was your favorite design, or like what was the most fun design to add to the Clue Crew pumpkin?
Ooh. What my favorite design was? I would say probably either Gorf or the Banshee mode gift, because that That gif is just so funny.
It's so great.
Which, like, in the context of the real.
Yes.
It's just, like, I don't know. It's just funny to see. And then also just Gorf is iconic.
Gorf, yeah.
So I would say probably those two, but they're also, like, super hard to paint because I was working on, like, a pumpkin, and I kept on, like, putting it in the refrigerator because I didn't want it to, like, rot or, like, any bugs to try to get in it. So every time I take it out, it was always, like, had a ton of condensation on it, and it was always wet, and it took forever for it to actually dry. So I was, like, trying to paint on a wet pumpkin. It was so hard.
Oh my gosh. That sounds so fun. Oh. Are you gonna make a Mystery of the Seven Keys denim design?
I might. If I can find an extra jacket around, or maybe, like, if I find, like, a really cheap jacket, like, at a thrift store or something, then I might make one. But I'm gonna try to finish the one I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
Either that, or, like, I'll put that one on hold to do the key jacket.
Yeah. Sounds good. Alright. We have reached the point in the night where we need to play more games. So, let's see. What would you like to do?
Let's see, so we've got FMK and the blind drinking. No, if I feel like everybody wants it, so we can do the booty wheel.
Let's do the booty wheel. Nobody was like knocking down your door, making you do the booty wheel.
I mean, I'm not gonna know, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to go with, like, whatever my first impression is, because I don't know, like, how to rate that kind of thing.
Okay, so this is a smaller wheel. I haven't come up with actual rules for this one, so we can either, like, I guess we could blind rank. We could do maybe 1 to 3. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, 1 being the best, 3 being the worst. Here we go. We're just spinning the booty wheel. Okay, so starting off really strong with Monique, who, by the way, is the booty vendor, for those of you who saw that on my screen for a very long time.
I don't know. I guess, like, maybe 3? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You were so close to Sunny there.
I've looked at pictures before.
Hi, Lynn. Yes, it's the booty wheel. Oh my gosh. It's El Toro who has actual booty.
Wait, do we even... Okay, so we're including treasure in this. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why not 1? Because I get money, the guy is long dead.
She's like, I don't have to do anything with
I'll
this
have
one.
no one that want to do paintings or redecorating. All the nice to do stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be set for life.
So great. So great. Okay. So then this next one will automatically be your number 2. El Toro is always number 1. That's right. El Toro has the best booty because it's actual booty. Okay, so number 2 is Rose from your most overrated game.
Do you even see her from that angle?
She's like sitting down.
Like, I was just like, yeah, she sits down.
Yeah, listen, I didn't make the rules, okay? I just sat here and wrote the names on the list that people were shouting out in chat. But I do think, hopefully by the next time I interview somebody, that I will have visual references.
I know, I was thinking about, like, I should probably look at some screenshots of the characters, just that I have a feeling that we will probably get redeemed at some point.
Oh my gosh. We need visual reference. Yeah, I know. I'll hopefully have that by the next time this wheel needs to be used. Oh my goodness. I received an email the other day that was full of booties. So thank you to Jetpack of Gooba and Jetpack, who sent me all of the visual references that she personally had on file.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so great. Oh my gosh, Maggie says also, I did Monique 2, El Toro 3 because his booty was not as advertised, so Rose is 1, I guess. No, his booty was not as advertised. That's so great. All right, why don't we do one more game before we finish up for the night? What would you? I'll let you choose. You do like you're my guest. You choose whatever you would like to do.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to make this like harder than it needs to be. So then if you don't want to do it this way, just like let me know.
Okay.
But could we use the game wheel to blind break culprits? But like not saying who the culprits are, just saying like the games.
Yes,
but like
absolutely.
Just like, oh, this game is the best culprit.
No, let's do it. Okay. Open. Okay. Blind rank out of 5. Doing culprits. Here we go. Danger on Deception Island.
Ooh.
That's a good culprit.
I'm gonna put it at 3.
Okay.
Because it's definitely a good culprit, and I love like that twist ending that they kind of did.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there are probably some other ones that I like more.
I personally love that culprit. Have always loved that culprit. There's one culprit that I love way more for sure, but I've always really liked that culprit. Like as people who I feel like I would hang out with. Yes, I really like that culprit. If the culprit wasn't evil, I would be like, yes, we would get along. Okay, Secret of the Scarlet Hand.
I'm gonna put him at 4.
Really?
Well, just because there are worse culprits.
I mean,
but
you're right. You're
like,
right. You're right. There are people who
culprits, so, like I don't want to.
Yeah, there are people who
they're the
actually
foes.
murdered people, not just attempted murder. You're right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. You're ranking by villainy, but also by how much you admire their scheme. Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, same.
Very nice. Okay. I just think that villain is particularly icky, so.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to put him lower.
Yeah. Okay, the Deadly Device. Here we have one of the ones that I was just saying, one of the ones that actually get away with murder.
So, which ones do I have left? I've only got 1 and 5, I think.
This is the third option that we've done. So, let's see. You put Danger on Deception Island at 3, and Secret of the Scarlet Hand at 4.
Yeah, but Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Y'all heard nothing. 4. Nobody heard that.
Okay, so after
so I've got
the first 2,
1, 2, and 5.
1, 2, and 5. Yeah. So.
Okay. I forgot who we were talking about. What was the game?
Deadly Device.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.
Okay. This is a particularly villainy villain.
Yeah. I don't know if Harlan wants to change it, but like, I don't know. It's a good villain, but there are also villains that I like enjoy more. Like whenever I see them, like I'm like, oh, this person's like a really good culprit or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save my 1 and hope I don't get him.
Wait. Did I miss? Hold on. What number did you say?
2.
2? Okay, that's right. Oh, I totally heard that. Okay. Maggie says you look at that culprit and you're like, that's a culprit. Okay, so you have 1 and 5 left.
Okay.
Right? Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yes. Okay, now this isn't fair because you haven't played Shadows at the Water's Edge. So hold on, let me re-roll.
Well, okay, but I've seen the walkthroughs for it, but I'll take a redo because
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna. It's fine. Okay. Warnings at Waverly Academy.
I guess 5. Still not like it's good. It's still not quite like I couldn't put them above 2.
Yeah. Okay. So this last person is gonna be your number 1.
Oh gosh.
You've really backed yourself into a corner here.
I know.
All right.
Watch me get like secrets you can kill or something.
Come on, wheel. Okay, Legend of the Crystal Skull.
I don't know.
It's a really
I
mid
feel like
villain.
that game honestly could have done without a culprit.
What if it had been
Like-
Bernie the whole time?
I would have bought that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get revenge for the lack of marshmallows.
I know. What if it was just Bernie the whole time? Oh. Well, there you go. There you go, you guys. Okay, well that is all the content that I have tonight. So thank you guys so much for joining. And Casey, thank you so much for chatting with me. This has been so
thank you for
fun.
inviting me.
Of course. Oh my goodness. When you started doing like all the painting and stuff, I was like, I have to have her on my show. We have to talk about painting. Oh, so fun.
I get A for a second, let me fall out.
All right, so thank you so much for joining me, and folks, I don't know what I'm doing yet next week. I believe I do know what I'm doing next week. I'm kidding. I'm going to be playing Midnight in Salem every chance I get, and then I will be interviewing somebody, but I don't remember who. So stay tuned. So thank you so much, Casey. Do you have any parting words for us?
I don't think so.
That's okay. Oh, my monitor wants to turn off. So thank you, and I hope that everyone has a lovely rest of their evening, and be sure to join me for my next stuff. And if you're not, follow Casey on Instagram because she is amazing. She does amazing paintings. For anybody who was listening to this as a podcast, you missed out severely on what was shown on screen. So please make sure you go and check her out on Instagram and watch out for all of her amazing projects. So thank you guys. We are heading out.
Thank
Have
you.
a
Bye.
wonderful night. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I didn't push it. Bye.